Hi everybody, I'm Lisa and welcome to my channel. This is my first video, so please don't judge and be patient with me because I'm really nervous. But I wanted to get started. As you see, I am in a room that's completely empty. This is going to be my office. Got a chair and stool. But this will be my office. I'm working on it slowly but surely. It's a work in progress. But I want to introduce myself. My name is Lisa. I'm a nurse by trade. But I am also a lover of all things vintage and antique. Maybe you can call it a midlife crisis. I don't know. Maybe you can call it career burnout. But I want to find more in life. I want to make a difference. I want to know that there's more than just working day in, day out, 10, 12, 14 hours a day, punching a time clock, and making short on family time and making short on time for myself and the things that I love. I don't know. I'm at a crossroad. I feel like I need a change. And one thing that I've always loved, like I said, was anything vintage, anything antique, anything that would take me back to my childhood, memories of my grandparents, anything, I love. And it, one of my goals is to flip and resell, which I know is insanely popular right now. I am not going to be the first, and I certainly won't be the last. But one thing that strikes me is, I'm a thrift shopper too. I'm always looking out for a way to save money, to save a penny. I go into thrift stores and especially Goodwill, and I look around, and I didn't know until recently that once items have been cycled through Goodwill in the store and has sat for a period of time, that they go to what's called an outlet store, into a bin area. I've never been to dig through the bins, but they basically, put everything into big boxes, plastic bins. They charge you, usually by the pound, to go in and dig through these things. Items get broke, mismatched, tore apart. It's not a pretty scene whenever you go in an outlet, is, from what I hear. Like I said, I've not been, so I can't judge, but I do plan to go because, I did not know that once it's set in the outlet for so long, and once it's broken, or, if they can't sell it, that's the last stop for that stuff. That all ends up in a landfill somewhere. And it breaks my heart because so many vintage and antique pieces, that's part of our history. That's part of our, how we grew up, how our world advanced, how it evolved. Everything tells a story. And I know that so many estate sales and stuff donate to Goodwill, which they do have a wonderful cause. But that means that a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff ends up in our landfills. And I don't think that any of us can deny that our world is at a point where, we've got our landfills just keep filling up, and we just keep cutting down more trees. And, at what point in time do we stop? At what point in time do we start being a little bit more mindful of what we're leaving our kids and our grandkids in this world? Pollution is a all-time high, and I just, I know that I can't change the world myself, but I want to make my difference. So a lot of things that you see, or the trips that you're going to go on with me, is things from places that I know that I don't want it to end up in a landfill. If I can rescue something and put it out there on, eBay, where there's somebody that is really going to appreciate it and give it a lot more love and a lot more years without it ending up in a landfill, that's what I want to do. Because one of my other passions is gardening. I love to garden. I love to quilt. I love to, all the old, I'm an old soul. I always laugh and say I was probably born in the wrong time period, but, can't choose that. But, so anyway, that's kind of what this channel is going to be about. It's going to be about thrifting. It's going to be about some ways to save money. It's going to be about reselling. It's going to be about maybe even some gardening in there. And maybe about cheering each other on, about being kind to each other, about developing a little community of our own, that we make a difference in each other's lives by developing some special bonds. I don't know, but this is my first video, and I just want to reach out to you and say, come join the adventure. Come join the ride. Let's see where this goes. I want you to be a part of it. I want to know you. I want to share with your life as we're having fun with thrifting and reselling and reselling and saving money and going on an adventure. I want you to be a part of it with me. So stay tuned. I've already been on my first Goodwill run, and I did get some pretty neat things. So my second video is gonna be showing you what I got in that Goodwill haul. I just want to throw out there that my seller ID on eBay is Dink. That is a lowercase d, I-N-K. Dink. Dink and underscore 48. That's my seller ID. Dink and underscore 48. Okay? So go on there, check out what I've already got on there. And stay tuned. Hit subscribe, hit like for me, please, and thank you. And let's have fun with this. Let's get to know each other. And stay tuned to see what I got at Goodwill. See you, everybody.